gets his place on the team beside Paul Morris and Podge Dorn. Michael Brick Walsh captains the Waterford side that manager Derek McGrath is building for the now and for the future. Ty Taburka, Austin Gleeson and Colin Dunford are only teenagers in their first championship season. But coupled with seasoned campaigners like Liam Lawler, Kevin Moran and Shane O'Sullivan, it's a well-balanced starting 15. Michael Brick Walsh. Rebound comes out for Shane O'Sullivan. This is Shane Walsh. First scoring opportunity is for Waterford, and that is over the bar. 4 Mile Waterman is showing wonderful potential and eagerness.
Across to cover that delivery was Owen Moore. Back to the captain, Matthew O'Hanlon. Manages to clear his lines, but finds only a Waterford stick. Wonderful atmosphere here at Nolan Park. It's been building for the last couple of hours. So many supporters in and in their seats early, savouring every moment. David Redmond, nice close control, drills it in towards the one-man full forward line of Conor McDonald. Liam Lawler across to cover. He's a stay-at-home full-back. He won't go too far from the edge of the square. That delivery grabbed by Lee Chin. Confidently moving forward. There's a loose man. It's Podge Doran away on the right-hand side. Doran fires it over the bar. Sides level inside 3 minutes.
Great score by Podge Doran and great take by Lee Chin. He's just an outstanding player in midfield. Brings more to midfield and a beautiful ball out to Podge Doran, and he hits it straight over the bar. That's good use of the ball by Wexford.
And away we go again. Ball pops up nicely for Paul Morris. Quick look over his shoulder. No challenge coming in, and he pops it up and over. Wexford ease into the lead.
Yeah, and encouragingly for Wexford, you know, 2 out of 2 shots on goal, which is totally different from their games against Clare, where they missed a huge amount of chances.
There's so many statistics doing the rounds about Wexford's missed opportunities last weekend. The most illuminating, surely, that they created 50 scoring chances, took 27, and yet still won the game.
Yeah, and that's been the pattern of their games. Even against Dublin, they missed a lot of chances in that game. But again, they're young, you know, in the back, and catches pulls the jersey, so needless free conceded.
And 53 points during the league, and that is a nice, easy one to start. He lands into the space in front of Guiney. Manages to wrong foot Kevin Moore with his ease. Now what can he do from here? Spots the run outside of Chin. Just lost his footing. Back there covering is Jake Dillon. Waterford making hard work of getting this away, and eventually in to clean it up is Shane Fives. Real danger. Kevin Moran with a huge delivery in towards that full forward line. Batted down by Liam Ryan. And Rossiter, who hasn't put a foot wrong in the championship so far, again is neat and tidy. Cleared away. Inspirational clearance by Moore, but right down the throat of Brick Walsh at the heart of that Waterford defence. Shane O'Sullivan inside to De Burka. From just inside his own half, he lets fly, but over the head.
But Wexford are using the ball very, very well.
Podge Doran scoops it back as far as Kieran Kenny. Again, McDonald is the go-to man. Uses his pace to get out in front of Lawler, taking him out of his comfort zone. Lovely touch, beautiful skill. Now can he finish? Yes, he can. He is a star in the making. The 18-year-old from Gorey. Wexford are back in front.
Yeah, beautiful skill and feints to shoot and back onto the left and straight over the bar. And you know, Wexford are very assured when they're taking their shots and looking good at the moment.
Shane O'Sullivan thought about the pass, instead knocks a high, hopeful ball in. Very evenly balanced. Wexford just the marginal favourites before a ball was pucked. Rossiter. Again, he uses his experience wisely. Links up inside with Owen Moore. Ball doesn't stick, and Fives. Nice short pass to Porrick Mahoney. Drills it down towards that O'Loughlin Gales end. David Redmond half blocked down. Shane Fives, he's a farmer who lives in Cork and plays with Carrick Coohil. doesn't get it away. Doran left it short and easy for Stephen O'Keefe. Chances coming and going at either end. Matthew O'Hanlon has time to pick out his intended target, but poor first touch from David Redmond. Here's Jake Dillon off his left-hand side. This is much better. Level for the third time.
Yeah, good score by Jake Dillon. You know, and it's 3 points all, 10 minutes gone. Wexford have had the best of it. But, you know, because Waterford have had no games over the last couple of weeks, they're likely to improve as the game goes on. So, you know, Wexford maybe should be in front a bit ahead.
Ball bobbling away from first McGovern and then Keoghan. Out defiantly with that ball comes Noel Connors. Batted away by Liam Ryan. First man to react to the break was Owen Moore. Needed to use it as the Waterford forwards got in around him. McDonald again peeling out to this left wing. McGovern has gone inside. McDonald backs himself. His confidence is sky high. That's his second point of the match. He's taking Lawler away from the edge of the square into the wide open spaces and enjoying himself. Yeah,
the space is being created by Liam McGovern in the left corner, and Conor McDonald is revelling in the space now, getting onto the left side and over the bar. But the Wexford crowd really get excited when the ball is going in near him. It's like
filling the role of sweeper with aplomb, shortens the grip and drills it into the centre, breaks kindly for David Redmond. Once more they're looking for the man in space. It's Paul Morris. It's all opened up. Brilliant goal for Paul Morris. The Wexford crowd come alive. Goal for Morris.
Yeah, great ball in and a great take by Paul Morris. He has Conor McDonald inside but doesn't need him and buries it in past Stephen O'Keefe. No chance, right up into the corner. And that's a goal based on the play that Wexford have had so far and the way they've used the ball. You know, they deserve to be in front, and they've been very impressive in the first 10-11 minutes.
Well, Liam Griffin, who managed Wexford to the 1996 All-Ireland final, he's the forwards coach with this team. He will be delighted with that. Wexford's measured approach paying off, and they have propelled themselves into a 4-point lead. Now, what can Waterford come up with? This is Dunford, mazy run, and O'Hanlon to the rescue. Knocks it away for a 65. A mazy run from Colin Dunford, stopped eventually by O'Hanlon.
Yeah, I think the referee is going to give a penalty here, and rightly so. I think Matthew O'Hanlon is in trouble with Colin Dunford, and then the goalie Mark Fanning came out, and he certainly hit Dunford, I think. I'd like to see it again though.
Well, there the outstretched arms of Colm Lyons confirming he has given the penalty.
Yeah, I don't know, he tries to block him with the hurley and the hurley breaks, and I don't know, for me it's I don't think I'd be given a penalty for that.
So all eyes now on young Austin Gleeson, the man who scored that spectacular goal on his senior debut against Cork back in May. He's just 19 years of age. This is real pressure. Brilliantly deflected away and saved on the line. It's a 65 to Waterford, and Owen Moore was the man in the right place to stop the bullet from Gleeson.
Yeah, Gleeson hit it well and hit it away from the goalie, but it's a good save. Well saved by Owen Moore. See, hitting it right to the side, and Moore gets.
After that chance going a-begging, Pádraig Mahoney with the 65 drills it over the. Well, he is one of the country's best free takers when he's on his game, and there's very little wrong with that. 3 points, all from frees from Mahoney, and he's a.
In and Austin Gleeson now trying his luck at full forward and conceding a free.
Mark Fanning looking for Lee Chin. Wexford's aerial power, just one of the many reasons they're at this stage of the championship. Chin to Guiney. The Wexford crowd like it, the umpires like it. That's a wonderful score from Jack Guiney. He was in flying form last weekend. That's his first of the match. Wexford by 3.
Yeah, Jack Guiney has found good form after coming in against Clare last week, and he didn't delay there off his left, straight over the bar. Lee Chin has been impressive in midfield, physically very strong, and winning his duel with Brick Walsh at the moment.
Andrew Shore just lets that ball run, buys himself some time, and David Redmond adds to it and delivers it in towards McDonald. Goes up with that right paw. Break read by Kevin Moran. Out as far as De Burka, who's clattered into by David Redmond. Colm Lyons saw nothing wrong with that. It's recycled back to Guiney. Little show and go. Shoots off his right this time. Just didn't have the legs and nobody in there to put the pressure on O'Keefe. And he will start to move all over again. Liam Ryan, the 19-year-old from Enniscorthy. That Wexford full back line, watertight. Guiney switching the point of attack. McGovern has made his move over towards that far side. Waterford alive to it, and Paddy Prendergast gets it out as far as Kevin Moran again, the all-star of a couple of years ago. Nice touch from Colin Dunford, another of the under-21 brigade, superbly hooked by Podge Doran. Sleight of hand from the centre forward, and Wexford have won the ball back. That interception cheered to the rafters. Doran drills it in, and that's the sort of ball Liam Lawler likes to see coming his way. Keeps it simple, and they're looking to try and find Colin Dunford. Pádraig Mahoney has lost his hurl, has to play it along the ground, soccer style, lovely skill, still going, but eventually he just ran out of road without his hurl, and the Wexford backs move in. Well, Colm Lyons blows his whistle. Free out to Wexford after that pretty unpredictable passage of play. Credit to Pádraig Mahoney, though, he stuck at it and did his best.
Yeah, it's been end-to-end really, and Owen Moore, Wexford should never have left Pádraig Mahoney. There's two of them there first, and they should never let him through. And you see Austin Gleeson taking Owen Moore out of it and a free out. But there's great pace to the game and still very much in the balance.
So we're just moving into the second quarter here at Nolan Park, and it's Paul Morris's goal, all that separates the teams at this stage. A lot of bodies packed into that middle third, and Waterford this time win the break. Paddy Prendergast goes long. Again, it's hit more in hope than confidence. It breaks towards Gleeson, but the referee has spotted a foul on Colin Dunford by Liam Ryan. No advantage being played, and Waterford will have a very straightforward shot at goal.
Yeah, I'd like to see it again. Liam Ryan looks to... It's hard to see how you can give a free in for that, but the ball had broken to Austin Gleeson, and from a Waterford perspective it might be better that Austin Gleeson got on the ball and put it over the bar than to just get another free, because they need to get Gleeson into the game. He hasn't had the impact that he had against Cork, particularly the first day.
That's the fourth point of the match for Pádraig Mahoney from Ballygunner, and his frees are keeping Waterford within touching distance. All of Wexford's 1-5, by the way, have come from open play. Gavin O'Brien gets it back as far as Liam Lawler. Darragh Fives from Turin just letting that spin off his hurl, and possession back to Wexford.
Poor touch by Darragh Fives there, Mike, and that's typical of not being competitive and having games over the last number of weeks.
Don't forget more live GA action coming up on Sky Sports. Cork against Sligo in the All-Ireland football qualifier next Saturday from 4:30, followed by Galway against Tipperary. Coverage starting at 7 o'clock. That's all next Saturday night, a double header of All-Ireland football championship action here at Nolan Park. Wexford hunting for another score. Chin digs it out to Liam McGovern, nice and easy and over the bar. His first point of the match. He's been a revelation in the last few weeks. Wexford lead by 3.
Yeah, great work by Lee Chin, and previously by Paul Morris. They hit hard and blocked up the Waterford defence and got the ball out.
A single wide in the first 20 minutes. They hit a dozen against Clare in the first half last Saturday night, as Brick Walsh refuses to take no for an answer and went rampaging.
As well as they're using the ball, as and economical as they are, Waterford still very much in touch with less possession.
Is the player who's been taken out. O'Keefe, I'm sure, will feel he has a point to prove into the match after 23 minutes. Podge Doran. Just trying to be a little too clever there. Jack Guiney didn't read his intentions, and Waterford have got it back again. Kevin Moran dropping it in, testing out Liam Ryan. Ball just fell out of his hand, and into gather it comes Mahoney. There's a free man on the far side. It's Gavin O'Brien. Mahoney goes for his own score, and he's
a little bit of over elaboration now in their play.
Brick Walsh, quick look up, weighing up his options, knocks it in towards Dunford. Matthew O'Hanlon sticking doggedly to him. Dunford though, stuck at it, and he's got it at the second time of asking, shortens the grip on the run and over the bar. Very talented young hurler is Colin Dunford from Colligan. That's his first of the match.
Yeah, and you see he's gone back in full forward on Matthew O'Hanlon again. He has the beating of Matthew O'Hanlon, and
this game now coming to the boil nicely, superbly taken by Shane Fives, who got up above all comers. This is Gleeson. Goes by Owen Moore at his leisure, and that's an inspirational score from last year's All-Ireland minor winning captain, Austin Gleeson. Sides level for the 4th time here at Nolan Park.
Yeah, great catch by Shane Fives, and when the ball came to Austin Gleeson, he went around Owen Moore like he wasn't there. Owen Moore really couldn't travel at all with him.
Certainly there, once Austin Gleeson slipped it into 5th gear, nobody could live with him.
He's fouling as often.
Well, they've certainly got their bearings, Waterford. They've hit 6 of the last 8 points. You can make that 7 of the last 9. And Pádraig Mahoney is getting... Great catch. Kept his eye on it every step of the way there, did Brick Walsh. Keith Rossiter manages to scoop it up into his arms. He really has been Wexford's outstanding defender in this championship. Here's Paul Morris, the goal scorer. Here's the call of Andrew Shore. Places club hurling in Dublin with Parnells, trying to loft it in over the head of Kevin Moran. Cut out back there by Shane Fives. And here's Gavin O'Brien, fresh from a run out with the under-21s in midweek, as is this man, Jake Dillon, the under-21 captain. Steadies down and fires over his 2nd point, and all of a sudden Waterford have opened up a 2-point lead.
Yeah, lovely ball across from Gavin O'Brien into the space to Jake Dillon and straight over the bar. But at the other side, Wexford for the last 10 minutes are starting to over elaborate, and looking for passes that aren't really on. So Andrew Shore there trying to hit a short pass.
And collisions all over the field, but Rossiter going out of the match, Mickey, is a big blow.
Yeah, because he's been playing well in a defence that's under a bit of pressure in the full back line. Liam Ryan hasn't been as prominent or as good as he has been in the other matches, and Matthew O'Hanlon is under a lot of pressure.
Here's Diarmuid O'Keefe, first touch since coming in, and he makes it count. Lovely score on the run. It's back to a 1-point game. Great skill from O'Keefe. He's got pace to burn.
Yeah, beautiful score, and I think just before that Liam McGovern stepped over that ball, which is fantastic class. I'd like to see that again, but it was a good dummy and beautiful point, and a point they badly needed.
Well, they had conceded 5 in a row, Wexford. That just stops the rot a little. Shane Fives knocking it into the unoccupied area in front of Mark Fanning's goal. The Waterford full forward line marked absent is Andrew Shore, a real totemic figure in that half-back line. Just again overcomplicates it, puts a little pressure on Owen Moore. Moore decides to take no chances. Kevin Moran though, standing sentry at 6. Holds off the challenge of McDonald. There's a loose man roaring for it. It's Gleeson. And what about that for a score from Austin Gleeson? Nobody picking him up. He picks off his 2nd point. Waterford by 2 again.
Yeah, and he's in acres of space. There's nobody near him. See Matthew O'Hanlon making an effort to get out there, but at the other side, it's taken too long for Wexford to get the ball in.
This time, Podge Doran delivers it as quickly as he can into Liam McGovern's corner. His first instinct is to take on his man. The angle is tight. Good pressure by Wexford forward line, Nicky.
Yeah, they're last week they were totally wasteful, but this week they're very economical, but they're overdoing it with the ball, and getting it into them, and they're not shooting enough.
Gleeson is reveling now. He's got up to championship pace again, shooting on the run. From the St Martin's Club in Pearstown. Referee has spotted Holding away down in front of the Waterford goal, I do believe. Back onto the line with the goalkeeper Stephen O'Keefe, just in case Paul Morris thinks about going for goal. 31 minutes in. He elects to take his point. The first half, kept in by Chin. Morris rolls it to the unmarked Liam McGovern. Listen to the buzz of the crowd as McGovern sidesteps the defender and picks off his second point of the match. Well, he's got an electrifying burst of pace and he's not afraid to use it.
Yeah, and that's the benefit of getting the ball in early into the likes of Liam McGovern. He's great pace, great skill. Just
charging through, drops this one in towards McDonald. Liam Lawler isn't giving him an inch. His shadow in there close to goal. McDonald battles his way, I think, to have won a 65. Referee and umpire maybe not in agreement.
Yeah, I think they've come to the right decision, Mike. I think ultimately Conor McDonald kicks this ball straight out. Yeah, there you are. Wexford got back again.
Mahoney was just about to make up his mind there with what to do with that ball when all of a sudden it was gone. Diarmuid O'Keefe takes the direct route to the full forward line. Miscued by Lawler. McGovern's in. McDonald wants and gets. McDonald with the goal. It's his 5th of the championship. Nolan Park has come alive. Conor McDonald, the big thing in Wexford hurling, in again.
Yeah, great ball by Liam McGovern, and McDonald finishes in some style and aplomb here. He just buries it. Stephen O'Keefe has no chance. But again, a quicker ball into them, and you know, that's where they're doing the damage. They don't need to be playing it out around the middle of the field and just holding up the delivery. It needs to get in quicker into them, because every time it does, they can do big damage in there.
And Conor McDonald once more shows just why he's so highly regarded. Podge Doran, the roar of the crowd ringing in his ears as he shoots on sight. Joe Hanlon, he was backpedaling. He had his back to the ball initially, and yet he still managed to control it, win it, and win his free. That was beautiful to watch.
Yeah, that was superb bit of control, and it needed to be, because Colin Dunford was completely free inside him, and Matthew O'Hanlon was very, very cool and just controlled the ball in his first touch and won the free out.
Conor McDonald, again the intended target. It runs all the way through to Paddy Prendergast from Lismore. Same club, of course, as the Waterford selector Dan the Man Shanahan. This is Brick Walsh trying to carry it away. Robbed by Podge Doran. Didn't make clean contact, and that finds its way only as far as Austin Gleeson. Superb defending by Liam Ryan. Still very much serving his apprenticeship in the Wexford full back line this summer, but growing in confidence with every game. Links up with Owen Moore. Quick look up to spot Liam McGovern under pressure from Noel Connors. Both men went to ground fairly and squarely, says Colm Lyons, and play continues. This is Andrew Shore. He's only hit 2 points in the championship in his career, and that one just dropped short. He'll have to wait a little longer for the third. Possession won by Shane O'Sullivan, who, by the way, is an uncle of centre forward Pádraig Mahoney, and I'm sure will be looking to make a much bigger impact in the second half. Shane O'Sullivan, he's got a lot of experience, but yet to really get into this game. Yeah,
not much pattern yet to the second half, and we just saw Andrew Shore hitting that ball in. Again, it was over Conor McDonald's head and straight into Stephen O'Keefe's hand, so it's real waste.
Austin Gleeson with that probing delivery. Dillon has it, gets free, shoots, and it's gone across the face of the goal. Took a deflection on its way through, and Jake Dillon knows that was a chance. Here's Shane Fives now. Waterford trying to keep the pressure on. Shane O'Sullivan, a little bit of work to do. Sorts his feet out, gets a look at the goal, and Waterford come away empty-handed. Jake Dillon it was who was almost in.
Yeah, I think it was a good block here. Yeah, the goalie Mark Fanning got a block on him, but I thought Jake Dillon deserved a free beforehand because his hurley was being held.
So the Wexford goal there just leading something of a charmed life as Andrew Shore knocks this across towards Podge Doran. Lovely touch to Doran, and that's gone over the bar. 2 points for the big centre forward from Oilgate Glenbryan. Wexford by 4.
Yeah, nice touch by Paul Morris, who's been impressive when he's got on the ball. Got a great goal, but it was a beautiful touchdown, and Podge Doran straight over the bar. So, good start for Wexford.
David Redmond just letting that ball run out over the line. Possession will be with Wexford. And there's Liam Dunn, an All-Ireland winner himself back in '96. A 3-time All-Star winner. And a man who has assembled this team very much in his own image, this Wexford side. They work hard. They have great commitment and desire, and they can play. Morris, he's stolen in. He's gone for it. Brilliant save by Stephen O'Keefe. Superb reflex save, but the danger not fully cleared. Here's McGovern. He's claiming, I think he may have been fouled, but in any event, the chance is gone.
Yeah, Paul Morris, good shot away and a great save by Stephen O'Keefe, and much like Waterford with the chance for Jake Dillon, Wexford come away with nothing because Liam Oak missed the resultant shot. But a great save by Stephen O'Keefe, and they really had to save that one because 7 points was going to be a huge gap to bridge.
Well, Stephen O'Keefe was a very busy man in the latter stages of the National League. Waterford shipping 13 goals in 3 games, but they have tightened things up a little. But already Wexford in for 2, and they're hunting for a third. This is Redmond winding up. Brilliant from Redmond. What a goal. The midfielder from Owlert the Bala brings the Wexford crowd to their feet. O'Keefe beaten, all ends up.
Great run by David Redmond, and superb strike and great goal. Great ball from Jack Diney to find him, and you see the momentum building behind him again because it's huge crowd here from Wexford, and they're absolutely fantastic supporters, and Waterford are going to get into serious trouble here unless they can stem the tide quickly.
Well, Wexford adamant that they were going to surf the wave of enthusiasm that swept around the county after last weekend's win over Clare. And they have been true to their word so far. Goals from Morris, McDonald and Redmond making all the difference so far.
Yeah, Redmond has been superb all day in middle of the field. Came through, that was an easy take when he got the ball, and he controlled it beautifully and straight through and gave O'Keefe no chance.
No score for Waterford now for some 12 minutes, and they're under the cosh as Wexford go in search of more scores. A 7th wide, that one clocked up by Podge Doran. But Waterford backs, Nicky, now very much to the wall.
Yeah, very much back to the wall stuff for Waterford. Even though the wind has died, but they can't clear the ball out of their own half just now.
Lee Chin, certainly the footballer's loss has been the hurler's gain. McGovern, great hand, lovely shimmy. Didn't spot the arrival though of Brick Walsh, and another bone-shaking challenge, and that was the end of that. Free out to Waterford, and it needed the intervention of their inspirational midfielder.
Yeah, Brick Walsh came in and a great hook on Liam Oak McGovern, but Liam Oak didn't really need to run with that ball. He was in plenty of space. He should have tipped it over the bar, and Podge Doran, if he was able to score that previous one, they'd be gone well clear. So it's a slight problem they have, but they're developing.
Another missed opportunity for Waterford, and little wonder they've sending for reinforcements. Seamus Prendergast and Stephen Malumphey, 2 of the most experienced hurlers in this Waterford panel, about to be unleashed, and they're most certainly required at this stage. Waterford have fallen 7 points behind, and scores have completely dried up as Diarmuid O'Keefe is off target at the other end.
Yeah, and again, Diarmuid O'Keefe didn't really need to shoot there. Sometimes they over-elaborate, but a bigger problem from really is shooting on sight, and they've had 2 or 3 wides that would really have put Waterford near.
One of the players who's been replaced, the other Dara Fives. That's a